Hi, this is a movie for Chapter 8 training exercise, training assignment, and we're on Step 9. We're going to create a delete query. So one of the things to caution about the delete query is once you run it, those records that you have selected are truly deleted. They are physically removed and you cannot undo that action. So be very, very cautious when you are using a delete query. So what we're going to do here is we want to delete the products that have soap in them from the product table. So if I come over here to the product table, there are, let's see, where do we have? Here, these two that have soap. So looks like nobody has purchased them. Perhaps we never got them in, whatever. So we want to do a delete query that's going to remove anything that has soap in it. So it starts off very simple. We're going to create a query in design. So let's read the instructions. Create a delete query that deletes the two soap products from the table products. So here we have table product is what we're going to pull. Add the product description to the query, and of course, and then we're going to use the wildcard and the like function. All right, so we're going to do product, and the only thing we care about is that the product description has soap in it. All right, so asterisk, soap, asterisk, tab. Like will appear. So let me zoom so you can see that. I did asterisk, soap, asterisk, and then I hit tab. The system put like and the quotes in. So before we switch this to a delete, I'm going to switch to datasheet view and make sure it's only got the records that have soap in it as part of the results. And so it does. So I know I'm good. I can actually then switch it to a delete query. So I'm going to say delete. It's going to change and put this little delete. So it says delete from table product where product description contains the word soap. That's how it's read. So now if I hit run, it's telling me I'm going to delete 2 rows, which I know from my view that it has 2 rows. So I'm going to go ahead and do OK. And I'm going to save this query as simple delete. OK. Close it. And the way I know if it worked is come here to product and the 2 items with soap are gone. So we are done with step number 9. So let's move on to the complex delete. So let's read this one. Create a delete query that deletes customers with the last name Dunn and Cleveland from the customer table and all related data. You will need to edit the appropriate relationship to cascade delete related records in order to do this. Okay, so what does that mean? So first of all, let's look at customers. So what we're saying here is Dunn, last name Dunn, where is it at? Here. So if I open that up, I don't see anything for Dunn. Let's look for Cleveland. I don't see anything there either. Okay. So, do any of these have anything? There we go. So let's say it was Berg. We're not doing Berg, but let's say it was. If we delete Berg and we don't delete the products that Berg purchased, then these products are going to be in the purchase table without any connector, right? We would have no way of knowing who bought them. So when you have a complex delete, where there might be, you're deleting something out of the one table, you need to delete the corresponding records out of the many table. This is not something that I recommend you doing in the real world, because really once you delete them, they're gone. So you have no paper trail for these actions. There's other techniques that we could use, moving those records out into another table, kind of an archive table or a historical table, and it's not in your live table anymore. But we're going to go with the delete so we can practice it. So let's go ahead and let's go through and see what they want. Okay, so table customer and all related records. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do before we even start the query is to come up to our database tools. Notice I have nothing opened. Relationships, and then the relationship between customer and purchase here, we need to change that. So let's double click on that and say cascade delete. Okay. So then the other relationships are between customer and campaign. So we got to double click that and say delete the records there. And then this is the one to schedule many, table schedules. We got to double click on that and put that in. So all of the relationships that are feed off of customer, we need to make sure that we have cascade delete. We wouldn't have to do this one because it's a one-to-one. But double click on each of those and put the cascade delete. Okay, save it and close it. So now we're able to build our query. So we're going to create a query in design view, and we want the customer table. So what does it say we need to do? The query should include okay, so we have customer, and let's see what we need to bring in here. So customer, okay, so we should include customer ID, customer first name, customer last name. Okay, so let's do that. Customer ID, customer first name, customer last name. So then if we're looking at this, before we even do anything to delete it, we need to put customers with the last name, and we could put, I'm going to right click and zoom, and I'm going to say done or, excuse me, Cleveland. See if it puts the quotes around it, and it did. So let me do that. I did that a little fast, sorry. Done, D-U-N-N, or Cleveland. And then OK. Tab, and the system should put the quotes around it. So now I'm going to view it, and there's my two records with that name. So now I'm going to switch my query type to a delete. I get this delete row. I don't have to do anything there, okay? And now I'm going to run it. About to delete 2 rows. When you click yes, you can't undo. Are you sure you want to delete the selected records? Yes. So what happened right then is not only did you delete it from customers, but any of those tables that we updated the relationship to say cascade deletes, those customers, if they had any records in any of those tables, would be gone. You would have no way of getting back to them. Okay, so just realize the danger in that. Okay, so we're going to do this as qryComplexDelete1, and we are done with step 10. I'm going to go ahead and do the step 2 or step 11, which is the ComplexDelete2. So let's see what that scenario is about. So create a delete query that deletes scheduled appointments in the spa on 1/15/2018 after 11 a.m. due to construction on that date. Okay, so we're talking about the table schedule. We want date of appointment and time of appointment. So let's try and do that. Create a query in design. It's going to be from table schedule. We want to bring date of appointment and time of appointment. So then all we need to do, the date of appointment is 1/15/2018, and then we need to do greater than 11 a.m. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to zoom in. Well, I'm going to do it here. So greater than, and I did 11:00 space a.m. with no periods or spaces between it. Then if I hit tab, Access is going to make it how it needs to be. Okay? So now I'm going to view, and there's one appointment that's on that date after the time of the construction starts. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. Oh, sorry, I didn't switch it to a delete. So we verified that's good. We're going to switch it to delete. Now we're going to run it. One row is going to be deleted, and we say that's okay. Yes, and we're done. So now we can save that. ComplexDelete2, and we are done with 11, and we're done with the training. So you can submit this to my IT lab. All right, guys, thank you.